Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Lisaiwan KRS with students ID number 2014050007. Oke, baik. Di sini saya akan praktis atau mempraktekkan sedikit bagaimana cara mengajar materi tentang naratif teks dengan menggunakan listening skill atau teknik mendengarkan. First, definition of narrative text. Narrative text is a type of text that tells a series of events in chronological or interconnected system. Narrative text is generally imaginative, not real or in the form on the imagination of the authors. Because it is composed or fictional, the main purpose of narrative text is to entertain the readers or listeners of the story. Nah, jikalau kita sudah mengetahui apa itu pengertian daripada narrative text, selanjutnya di sini ada generic structure atau struktur generik daripada narrative text ini. Di sini ada 3. There are 3 structure of narrative text that you need to pay attention to if you want to create or read a narrative text. Namely, first, orientation. In Indonesian, orientation means introduction. So, in the initial paragraph, narrative text usually contains the introduction of the characteristic and settings involved in the content of the story. In this case, the setting can be the scenes as well as the time of the story, which contains first, problem, the second, conflict, third, climax, and fourth, anticlimax, and the last, solution. Dan yang kedua di sini ada resolution. Resolution is the end of the story or the conclusion of the story. This paragraph can be a further explanation of the solution. In this section, the authors can also describe whether the narrative text that is made will end with a sad ending or happy ending. Nah, yang terakhir and the last, there is reorientation. This paragraph will tell the last condition of the characteristic in the story, or it can also contain lesson and moral message that can be taken by the reader. Next, karakteristik of narrative text atau karakter daripada narrative text ini. There are several characteristics of narrative text that you can use as a reference to distinguish this type of text from other texts. Its characteristics are first, generally narrative text tell a story that has happened in the past. Berarti narrative text ini terjadi di masa lalu. And the second, usually narrative texts are in the form of story that are popular among the general public, such as the story of the rabbit and the turtle, and so on. Nah, yang kedua di sini biasanya narrative teks ini mengambil cerita ataupun dongeng yang populer atau yang biasa didengar di kalangan kita, seperti di Padang atau Sumatera Barat, Minang ini seperti Malin Kundang. And the third, this text aim to entertain this reader. In addition, there is also another goal is to share experience with the audience. Nah, yang ketiga ini biasanya teks ini berfungsi untuk menghibur seseorang atau menghibur orang dan memberikan pengalaman ataupun pelajaran bagi orang lain. Dan selanjutnya yaitu ada type of narrative text, tipe-tipe atau jenis-jenis narrative text. Nah, apa aja sih narrative text itu? Gimana sih? Apa aja contoh daripada narrative text tersebut? There are several type of narrative text, namely first, fairy tales. Fairy tales is a fairy tale with the genre of fantasy or unreal story. And the second, folk tale. almost the same as fairy tale. Folktale or folklore is a folk tale that is passed down from generation to generation. In addition, this folk tale usually spread by word of mouth like Malikundang. And the third, legend and myth or horror stories and others. Nah, bagaimana? Udah paham kan sejauh ini apa itu narrative text, apa itu ciri-ciri narrative text, dan apa aja itu contoh daripada narrative text. Nah, di sini saya mempunyai video berupa contoh daripada narrative text tersebut. Nah, di sini kita akan menggunakan skill daripada listening. Di sini saya mempunyai video dan di mana saya mempunyai kalimat rumpang atau paragraf rumpang daripada cerita Malin Kundang. Nanti saya akan memberikan video dan kemudian teman-teman menyimak dan mendengarkan atau listening daripada video yang saya putarkan, dan kemudian teman-teman bisa mengisi kalimat rumpang atau paragraf rumpang yang telah saya sediakan. Bagaimana? Siap untuk mendengarkan? Baik, jika siap, mari kita mulai.
This is a story about Malin Kundang. He was a boy from a very poor family who lived with his mom. His father is a sailor, but he had already died. Malin was a smart boy, but a bit naughty. He always chased a chicken and hit it with a broom until one day he slipped off and hurt himself. The wound left a scar on his neck. When Malin grew up, he decided to go to city, so one day he will become rich by the time he went back to the village. Malin's mother disagreed with his decision because he was the only one she had. But Malin had already made up his mind. His mother had no other choice but to let her only child go. Malin was traveling by sea, so he came along with one rich merchant. He was hoping to become one of his crew and learn from that merchant. Malin went to any place wherever the winds took him. Soon he will become a great successful man. Many years has passed since then. Malin has become a rich merchant because of his hard work and married the most beautiful girl in the world. And he had forgotten his mother as well as the village. On the other hand, Malin's mother was getting older. She missed her child so much that she had always waited for Malin's return at the harbor every day until one day there was a merchant who stopped by the village. She knew it was Malin the moment she saw him. What makes her so sure is because of the scar on his hand. But Malin denied her as his mother because Malin felt ashamed to his wife and the crew. Then he was gone. Malin's mother was really upset. Then she started to curse him. On his journey, Malin's ship began to shake, and soon it turned into a story. Until now.
Bagaimana teman-teman? Sangat mudah untuk dipahami, bukan? Nah, sekarang saya memiliki materi yang terakhir, yaitu tentang elements or language rules of narrative text. Di sini ada beberapa language rule atau elements of narrative text. First, simple past tense, because it is closely related to stories or stories in the past. The most commonly used tense in narrative text are past tense with change in the form of the verb into verb to. For example, untuk contohnya tentang Malin Kundang tadi, di sini ada he was a boy. He was a boy. Malin Kundang adalah seorang laki-laki. Edited, chase, and others. And the second, action verb. Action verb is a type of verb to express an action or activity that is visible and can be seen by others. For example, went, Malin was traveling in the sea, and so on. And the third, there is conjunction of time atau kata hubung. Conjunction of time is a conjunction in English to show adverbs of time. For example, before, after, as soon as, until, till, and many more. And for adjective atau kata sifat. For example, poor family, smart, bit naughty, and so on. And the last, noun. Apa itu noun? Yaitu kata ganti. Well, in writing the story, if the main characters is always written with the mention of his real name, seperti Malin Kundang, right? It will be boring, right? So this is where the noun will appear. For example, Queen Elizabeth is replaced with the word the Queen. Then King William is replaced with the King. Nah, bagaimana teman-teman? Sangat seru dan sangat mudah untuk dipahami, bukan? Maybe that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.